We are continuing, of course, with the Nkabinde Commission of Inquiry. Nqobile Madlala is keeping a close watch on that one for us. Nqobile, just set the expectation for our viewers, and good morning to you.
Good morning, Iman. So today we're expecting the second day of Advocate Maema to continue testifying. Now, what we know is that he's one of the 10 witnesses that have been brought or will be brought before this inquiry by Advocate Chauke's team. Now, these 10 witnesses are basically going to be talking about what was the position that was played by Advocate Chauke when they were working on the Cato Manor Booysen at the Major General in the Cato Manor unit case. Now, what we know and what he has said so far is that, first of all, Advocate Maema was the leader in the prosecutors that were chosen by Advocate Chauke, working together, of course, with Advocate Nqobile. This was when they were actually looking into the Cato Manor issue that was taking place in KZN. Now, specifically, they're looking at the racketeering charge in terms of how they got to that racketeering charge, saying that they had enough evidence. Now, he has already told the inquiry that there were about 50 cases that were brought before them, but they were given about 6 to look at, and with more that when they got to KZN, they started going in depth with. During the time when they were looking at these cases, they then decided about 23 had enough evidence to go forward. The 27 had to fall through, and they're saying that even though there was evidence, it required more investigation to link the Cato Manor unit. He's shown some evidence, which we see that it was pictures that were taken on site, but also pictures that were taken by the media at the time, where he says that the Cato Manor unit at the time would even celebrate at a scene once they had done at this point, they're saying after they had had a shootout with the people at the time. So you would have 2 members, they spoke about the 2 members of the family that were dead already, and they were celebrating on the scene. And remember, they always reported this as a shootout. However, that, of course, is being questioned as to whether or not it was a shootout or it was a killing. And this is what we are hearing at the moment from Advocate Maema. So we are expecting that the second day that will start at 10 o'clock will give us a direction in terms of what is going on.
Absolutely, and concerning developments there, but more importantly, we're shining a light back on, what was described as a really terrible episode in policing in KwaZulu-Natal. So we're finally getting this opportunity to get to the truth. All right, so that's a roundup from our reporters around the country. Our coverage will continue. We also will be live at the Madlala Commission of Inquiry at 9:30. For right now, I'm going to stand down, hand it back to Nqobile, who is back after this break with the continuation of our news and our top stories at this hour. Thank you for being with us.